Well, hello everybody. I hope you're doing great. I'm up with the Nylands with Lily and Levi, and I'm up in our bedroom, and I was going to read you a little Christmas story, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a book that we gave to Lily and Levi a year ago for Christmas, and it's called The 12 Sleighs of Christmas. And you can look, that's quite a wild sleigh. It looks like a race car with a big engine and big tires. And there's Santa Claus. But first, I hope you guys are all doing really great. Christmas is coming so soon, and it's a really exciting time, and I hope you're enjoying your Christmas trees and just all the presents that get wrapped and the good food, and just everything about Christmas is really fun. And so I hope you're doing a great time, and I love all of you so much. And certainly Lily and Levi, I'm here with them, but also the Gales. There's Parker and Gemma and Lucy and now Evie. And then, of course, there's the Johnstons down in Puerto Rico. And we love Isaac and Elise and Caleb and Laura and Janae. And we even have some grand dogs now, with Chip and Sunny and Brookie and Snickers. We have 4 grand dogs. Well, I hope you're all doing great, and I hope you're having a great time. This is such a fun time of year. So let me read this little story to you about the 12 sleighs of Christmas. Not 12 days, but 12 sleighs. This is a big book, so it'll be, I'll have to be careful how I try to show the pictures. 2 weeks before Christmas, and every elf is building, rushing, racing, busy. Every elf is in a tizzy. So here they are, and they are busy because there's only 2 weeks to go. And look at the elves and the presents, and so much going on. They are very busy. They say they're in a tizzy. Oh my. Building bikes or trikes or trucks, puzzles, games, and rubber ducks, and even mending the suit that Santa wears. There's his suit that he wore last Christmas, and it needs some mending, so they're working on that, getting everything ready. And last but not least, sleigh repairs. A team goes in to check the sleigh, stored here since last Christmas Day. A simple tune-up, wash and wax, check the runners, and then you can relax. So they're getting ready. There's the elves. Oh, they've got things to polish it and work on it, and they're looking at some of the things about it. Uh-oh. Tim, the crew chief and head mechanic, swings the doors wide open, and then panic. The sleigh is totaled, smashed and battered. The elves are rocked, they're shocked. It's shattered. That's what the sleigh looked like. Can you see all the broken pieces on it? Look hard and see if you can find all the things that are cracked or torn or broken. Do you see how beat up it is? Somehow they never realized how bad it was. I don't know if there's time to fix it before Christmas. We'll see. Oh no. The worried elves all gather round. Some shake their heads, some gasp, some frown. What happened? They could only guess. They size up the tremendous mess. Did St. Nick hit a building or nick something when he was out flying? Or catch some treetops in the sky? So they're trying to think, what in the world happened last year to make it so the sleigh was in such repair? Look at them. they don't seem too happy. They seem scared. Well, team, we have a lot of work to do. Come on now, let's get busy, crew. Strip it bare, rebuild it new, repair the upholstery, fix the dash, and the chassis really trashed. So they're saying, okay, everybody, we got a lot of work to do. Let's not mope and cry about it. Let's get to work. But then there's one elf that says, or maybe he's got an idea. Instead of fixing it up, maybe we could do something different. Let's see what his idea is. Let's soup it up and give it some fuel. Let's hot rod her out and make it cool. Put in a big block, twin turbo fuel injected, suspension tuning all perfected, nitrous burning supercharged, lighter chassis, pipes enlarged. And soon every elf mechanic is so excited, shouting, frantic. Each is sure of their design will be divine, the most fantastic. And then they all begin to bicker a little bit. Which design is cooler, quicker? Okay, so they're looking and thinking about all the neat things they could do to build a super sleigh for Santa. Well, and so a dozen teams are set up. They crowd around and make a bet. Which team can build the coolest sleigh for Santa's use that special day? That awesome day's most awesome ride. A build-off, and Santa will decide. So there they are. They're all excited because they've decided the regular sleigh is too beat up. And so they're all going to work together in different teams and try to figure out who can make the best sleigh for Santa. And Santa's going to decide. Wow, this is a big change, isn't it? With Christmas Eve just days away, work is quickly underway. Behind closed doors, designs are sketched, and then supplies are quickly fetched. All sorts of odd and wondrous things, gizmos, motors, wings, and springs. Around the clock they race full tilt. They go warp speed to get it built. Look at them. This is what they're doing. They're planning. See, they've got plans and how they're going to make things. They're getting materials. Oh my gosh, they've got so much going on. Look at all the parts that are out and tools. Oh, there's a big motor somebody's starting to work on. Look at that. And so they set up areas where they can work. Look at that. That elf's got a big wheel. And they've got springs. They are going to build something really neat. Look at all of this. And there's a big motor right there. Oh my, they've got a lot going on. If you look at all this, they have got a lot going on. Welders spark in the dark, hammers bang, tools clang, all night long going strong. Grinding, buzzing, clanking, whirling, twirling, cranking. A squill, a honk, a bonk, a splack, a quack. They have got stuff going on. They're inside their shop at night, working. They've got a lot going on. Well, the first day, build team 1 reveals a dragster sleigh that really squills with glides through instead of wheels. Here, how's this for high-speed Christmas cheer? That rainbow thing is so last year. Just pop this baby in gear. There they are. Look at that dragster they built for Santa Claus. This is team 1. There's a bunch of teams, and they're all competing to see which one Santa will like the most. And so they're making a lot of headway. And in a blink, it's gone so high, racing comets through the sky, and just as fast it's back. chute pops, slowing till it stops. Flip the engine switch and hiss. Look at that. It shoots up into the sky. It's so fast. Can you see that? It's up past the clouds. In a blink of an eye, it went up there. Oh, and then one of the elves looks at it after it gets back. And he says, could kids really sleep through that sound? That's just maybe too loud. But boy, it goes fast. Okay, so Team 1 came up with a dragster. On day 2, Team 2 decides that the sleigh that Santa rides should be a big rig, mountain-sized, a tricked-out semi-truck that flies, a tractor-trailer customed out just right for hauling toys about, a glimmering grill and giant stacks, and a sleeper cab if Santa naps. Look at this truck. It is huge. Look at that truck. It's a huge, 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 huge truck. And under the gigantic hood, whoa, now that is really good. A huge twin-turbo diesel-fueled inline 6000. Blizzard cooled. The giant engine makes it fast. Air horns sound a giant blast. Headlights shine through any storm. And heated seats keep Santa warm. Wow, Team 2 came up with a big, huge truck. Semi-truck. But then one of the elves says, I just can't keep from wondering what roof on earth could hold that thing up. So now they're worried. Is this thing too heavy to fit on a roof? Would it just collapse the house it went to? Wow. It's cool, though. On day 3, Team 3's been working feverishly. Finally, that elf team reveals a floating ship with 50 sails. Look at that. It's a ship with 50 sails, and it floats in the air, and it has an arm on the bottom. Let's see what that's about. It has a clever crew so wise has very thoughtfully devised a telescoping arm and hand, so Santa never even has to land. He can just float the ship on top of the house and reach in with that arm and deliver all the toys with the arm. Maybe that'll make it faster. But then there's an elf, and he says he'll simply use a handy scope and drop the gifts with this remote. What do you think of this one? It just hovers, and it can do everything with that arm underneath of it. Wow. Team 4's creation is a fantastic combination. It's part blimp, which is like a hot air balloon, and part hot air balloon with a rocket in it, made to touch the moon, and it's part hot rod car with extra zip. So look at it. It's like a blimp, but it's got a rocket on it, and it can go pretty much anywhere. And look at them, presenting our Blimpo ship. That is a great idea. Did you come up with that idea? It's our rocket ship attached to a hot air balloon, and it goes super fast. Well, let's see what Team 5 came up with. Something inspired by the big trucks that we've all admired. A snowplow front for clearing sleet, a tractor cab for Santa's seat, complete with heat to stop the chill, and a cup holder so his drink won't spill. Bulldozer tracks, a dump truck back, and turbo blast to make it fast. Look at that. It's like a snow plow, dump truck with tracks on it, and it's even got a heated seat for Santa. On day 6, this is sure to get attention. It's a motorcycle sleigh. Look at that. That looks like a motorcycle with one sleigh in the front, or the glides, And then they've got the motor. Oh my gosh, it looks a little bit like a sleigh that's trying to be a motorcycle. This is sure to get attention. It's a motorcycle sleigh. St. Nick will love to ride this way, roaring through the open sky with dual exhaust so he can fly. It's slick, it's quick, it's got some kick. A sidecar's used to hold the toys, and straight pipe makes for awesome noise. But then one of the elves down here looks at it, and he says, "But holy moly, what a sound. What kid could sleep with this around?" So he's worried it would wake everybody up. But look at it. It's like a motorcycle sleigh. Okay. And so on it goes. Aquatic, atomic, gigantic inventions, flying saucers, trucks with wings, all sorts of clever, crazy things. Pulleys, levers, secret rooms, gizmos, gadgets, levers, booms, engines, runners, gliders, tracks, high-tech souped up to the max. This is some of the other ones they came up with. That one looks like a sleigh with legs under it. And then they've got things that fly. Oh, looks like an airplane with a car under it. They've got one that looks like a tractor. There's one that looks like a flying saucer from outer space. That one looks like a submarine. They're just everywhere. They've got so many different... Look at that. Can you see all of these? Look at these. Would you have come up with all these designs? Which one is Santa gonna choose? Wow, Santa just could not believe what the elf teams had achieved. He looks at each craft very carefully, amused and proud as he could be. And with a jolly laugh he says, "So interesting, so much fun, so clever, each and every one. But nothing seems exactly right, not quite perfect, just not quite, for this very special night." But then the smallest member of Tim's crew had known just what he had to do. He's been working by himself, as hard at work as one can be, on a secret backup plan. So there are all the ships, and Santa's looking at them. And he's excited, but then an elf says, "I've got one more for you to look at." Surprise! Guess what he did? He got the original sleigh back in shape, and he fixed it and waxed it and cleaned it up and stitched it and put in stuffing and repaired all the broken pieces. Look at that sleigh. And look at the 9 reindeer. And there's Rudolph with the red nose. Oh, let me do better at this. There's Rudolph with the red nose. Here comes Santa's sleigh, restored, ready to go, with toys on board. Just like magic, out it glides at the 500-year-old classic ride. Pulled along by 9 reindeer, strong and trusty, never fear. Always ready, always quick, all set to guide their guy, St. Nick. So there is the surprise. This one elf worked all by himself, and he got the original Santa sleigh ready to go, and it's even loaded with some presents. Oh, I wonder what'll happen. Santa jumps on, the sleigh takes flight, lifting up into the night, disappearing deep into the sky, as all the elf teams wave goodbye. There he goes. Santa decided he wanted his original sleigh, and he was so happy that one elf got it all fixed up, and the reindeer are so excited, and they go zipping along, and there's everybody with their hot rod sleighs and all the elves. They built so many fun things. Look at all these fun things. But look at the elves. They're smiling because they're a little bit excited. Then the elves stop. They look around and see Santa has just left to make his deliveries. They all lined up on the ground. The custom rides that they designed are all fueled up and polished and looking fine. A smile crosses each elf's face, and together they all shout out, "Let's race!" So now they're going to take all their inventions and have their own race, while Santa Claus just took off in the original sleigh. So now the elves are going to have some great fun with their inventions. There's the flying saucer and the airplane with the car under it and the blimp with a rocket on it. Oh gosh, and there's the big truck, the semi-truck and the motorcycle. They've got a lot of fun things. Guess what happened? Santa ran into a tree. Oh no. And he calls Tim and he says, "Hello, Tim, I need some help." So that's the end of the story, but what probably happened is all these other sleighs were ready to go and they could go and help Santa out. So I think everybody had a great time. It's called the 12 Sleighs of Christmas. And the elves got a chance to show how good they are at building stuff. Well, I hope you guys have a great Christmas, and I love you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this story. I think some of you already have the story, but I hope you enjoyed hearing it again. The 12 Sleighs of Christmas. It's a fun book to look at. Well, I love you so much, and I hope you have a great day. I love you. Bye-bye. I love you. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Bye-bye.